Okay. Yesterday, we compacted. Got the ground pretty flat. There's some lumps in there, but pretty flat. Now what I need to do is go around and put a vapor barrier down on the ground. Once I do that, then I'll put some foam board on top of it to help insulate the ground from the concrete slab. I guess insulate the slab is what I'm saying. My water pipes will go on top of the rigid foam. Are you comfortable in the wheelbarrow? It's got him a good seat. I just bought house wrap. I looked at buying plastic. It was just cheap just to buy house wrap. I can do it in, I think it's 9 foot by 150 feet long. So it's more than enough to do this and probably do the house itself also. Alright. Oh, I need to get the pipe for my water line to run it up through the concrete because you don't need concrete touching the pipe if at all possible. Don't hurt it, but it's best so it don't rub. I've got that. I'm just using conduit. I'm gonna run it through there real quick and we're gonna start laying plastic. All I did was run the pipe, the water line through I used an 1.25 inch pipe, conduit elbow. Put a piece of rebar in the ground, tied the conduit to it, just so it would hold it. Said, just run it through there. That way it'll stick above the concrete. Put a piece of rebar in there, tied it to it, just to hold it. All right. Now if I can get my son to do something. Now if I can get my son over here to help me, we're gonna put some plastic down. As you see, everywhere there's pipe, I just make a slit. I'm gonna throw some tape on that here in a minute. The wind's trying to blow. Maybe it won't blow too hard. Give us any too much trouble. Whenever I got the plumbing done, I didn't show it. We capped off the drain that comes out of the ground, or goes in the ground. And I filled up the water pipes, the sewer lines. What was that, 3 days ago?
Yeah, probably.
Had a few air pockets in it.
I think it was 2 days ago, actually.
After about an hour, the air pockets came out. Since then, I didn't have to put any water in it. I filled it up to the lowest pipe until it came out of the lowest pipe. When I was vibrating, I splashed some out. You can see it around the pipe. I had to put maybe 4 ounces back in it. It wasn't even half a cup. Well, a cup anyways. Since then, it's stayed right at the top, so I have no leaks in my water lines. I know you're supposed to put 5 pounds of pressure, cap it off, put 5 pounds on it of air. Hey, what I was saying was, before I lost, memory card just got full. This one ain't a very big memory card, but maybe it'll finish up for today. We filled the water up. We filled the water, the sewer lines up to the lowest pipe. After I vibrated, I had to put a little bit left in, or a little bit in it, because it shook it out. Whenever I got around the pipe, I hit the pipe. Anyways, since then it hasn't leaked a bit, and that was yesterday at this time. It's literally the same. But I've got to get this foam board put up because the goats are eating it right now. Every time I put the camera on them, they stop doing it and they become good little boys. Alright, every time I put the camera on them, they quit eating the foam and acted like good little goats. Big goats mean. Little goats, sweet as can be. Okay, my son can't help me. Today's my son, he's been good. So, he's helping his mama. She just came home from work. She's putting up some groceries. So I'm gonna get started on this. See if I can't keep it held down through the night. Okay. None of it's perfectly flat. I just got it really close. Hopefully that'll work. I'll let you know if we step through it whenever we go to pour concrete. Like I said, a lot of this is trial and error for me. I've remodeled homes. We've had rental property, redone some. Build a house completely from scratch. I've only done that once, and it was completely different than this one. Plus, I was just helping a guy, helping my father actually. What you do with the foam board, that's the whole purpose of me stopping to talk to you. You lay it down, and you tape it. Tape the seams. You're trying to keep the ground from heating the concrete up whenever you use the radiant floor heating, the hot water, hydronic. I'm going to use a tankless water heater for it. That should work. I don't think it'll be a problem considering how well the house will be insulated. Honestly, we probably won't have to use it until we get into the 30 to 20 degrees. Other than that, it'd probably be too much heat. Takes basically half the BTUs to heat a house with radiant floor heating. Whether you I don't know about the electric, but the water hydronic system it does. Takes about half the BTUs. Like I said, you heat the concrete up, concrete heats the house up. It's that simple, and concrete stays hot for a while, so it kicks on very little. Plus, I'm gonna have about an R42 of wall in insulation value. The U value, I figured it up one day. It was extremely good. The lower the number on the U value, the better. Windows and doors would be the only place I actually lose any heat. Alright, I got some foam board to do, and I ain't got much memory card. I use 2-inch rigid foam. In this climate, it might be best to use 2 layers of 1.5 inch, stagger the joints. But with the house being so well insulated, I don't think it's going to hurt losing the 1 inch and not staggering the joints. It will hurt, but it ain't going to hurt that much. So that's the whole reason I did not stagger or use 1.5 inch. You ready? You done helping your mama?
Yep. And I ate a Twizzler.
Today's Sunday. Monday, tomorrow, concrete truck's coming out. I still have my radiant floor heating to run. If I get that done, pretty much done until then. So, we went to the store yesterday and got some wire, 6-inch grid. It's 3 foot by 7 foot to run the radiant floor on. The PEX tubing has to be oxygen barrier. Keeps it from getting oxygen inside, corroding the system quicker. They only had 11 sheets of the wire mesh. I had to run to another store. They had another sheet. It would have been better. So I got it kind of spread out a little bit. Well, if they had a couple more sheets, it would have been better, 2 at least. But we're fixing to run the radiant floor heating. It's going to come out behind the washing machine. I'm going to zigzag it. I got 4 zones. It's a small house. It's probably more than what I need in zones. I probably could have got away with 3 zones, possibly even 2 zones. I'm using 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch, they say. I've never done this before. I've done a lot of reading on it. Run your 1/2 inch 1 foot apart from each other. No longer than 300 feet per run per zone. It's best if it's 300 feet or less. If possible, no more than 350. With 1/2 inch, I think you can go 400 feet, 5/8. It just depends on the size of tubing. I can't remember what 5/8 is. But anyways, I'm using 1/2 inch. We're gonna start running it. We're gonna have some fun. I know it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, here we go. About every foot and a half, put your zip tie on it. Wire it to the wire mesh. Then we'll come back and we'll clip the excess off so it don't stick up through the concrete. You don't have to go all the way up against your wall. I'm zip tying mine about 1.5 feet away from each other. It's just to hold it until the concrete gets dry. Supposed to pressurize it at somewhere around 20-30 pounds, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna have time to pressurize mine to check for leaks, so we're just gonna play the lottery. Try not to kink it. Whatever you do, whenever you're running it out, spin it. The roll, spin it so you don't put a kink in it. Put a kink in it, you'll have to cut it and splice it. That's a chance of a leak. So I'm trying not to have any kinks so I can have a continuous run on each loop. Zone, whatever you want to call it. Underneath your cabinets, where your refrigerator is going to be, anything that's going to be there other than like furniture, cabinets, refrigerator, dishwasher, bathroom cabinet. Don't have to do it underneath the washer and dryer. How mine's running, it's going to go underneath it. Stay 1.5 feet away from your toilet. I don't know why, but that's what everybody says, everything I've read and looked up. I'm assuming because it'll get hot enough to melt your wax ring and have a potential toilet leak. So that's basically all there is to it.